Well, it's not a secret the CS2 market is crashing and a lot of desirable skins, like for example this AK-47B the monster, are currently selling in a minimal wear condition for around like what, 200 something dollars, somewhere in that area. Yes, it's kinda pricey for this skin ever since the Armory collections are not that desirable anymore, and a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are currently selling off their investments. Is it the Galil AR Rainbow Spoon or is it the Glock 18X? Yeah, these skins are still very liquid but are currently dropping in price. I'm not saying that holding onto this is a smart idea, but that's what I'm doing here right now. I'm waiting for the new skins from the Armory to get listed up on the Steam community market and on third-party websites, so we can finally see the prices. But for example, this Glock 18 pre-selling on Chinese websites already for the same price like this AK-47B the monster, and even though these skins are even rarer compared to some of the other skins, they are still selling for kinda cheap, and in the first few days upon the market, I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and snipe some nice deals. Also, this Glock reminds me of a Glock 18 Ruby, even though it does not exist, yes, but I still think it looks very cool in my opinion. Some of these skins from these collections are less desirable, so I expect prices not to be that expensive, so we can definitely take advantage and buy a few skins into the hype. And even though it's the hype, some prices are not going to be up there, because not all people know how demanded these skins are actually going to be and how many of them got unboxed and how many people are actually selling them. Because sometimes when people buy these skins or acquire them through opening stars, right, not always they're willing to sell their investments off or their unboxes, whatever you want to call it. So definitely stay careful. Also, this AK, yes, it's not one of the most desirable ones, but I think it's still really clean, and if it's gonna be cheap, like $200 maybe in the minimal wear condition, I might go ahead and grab it to use it as a play skin, but not as an investment. You should always do your own research before investing into these skins. Are you tired of super expensive steams upon the community market and you want to buy some new ones? Upon Skinland, you have the best possible market prices for these skins, no hidden commissions, at 24/7 service, 100% safe, and you get immediate payouts. Skinland also pays out instantly, so you don't have to wait for your balance to arrive. Ever since the latest Valve update, you can still trade your skins here and legends trade here. Skinland is the official partner of Vitality. The best work with the best, even Vitality chooses Skinland. And if you want to sell your skins, here's a bonus for you. If you use my promo code RubyJetski, you get $10 for free if you sell your skins for $100. And thank you Skinland for sponsoring this video. And also the craziest part for me is it takes you around like 6,000 stars to acquire one of these red skins, which is very rare and not a lot of people have so many stars. Let's go ahead and pull one red skin right here. But it's also worth to take a look at some of the light blue skins from these collections, because if they're gonna sell in the factory new condition for very cheap, I will be definitely going for them, because even though these are just light blue skins and maybe they're not the most expensive ones, the factory new conditions will be very desirable in the first few days upon the markets, because a lot of people will be trying to trade them up. So definitely there's a lot of room and opportunity for these. Also, it's kind of insane. Yes, obviously most people are not going for case investments right now because a lot of cases are currently dropping up on the markets, but this is actually a great opportunity to pick them up. And no, I'm not saying go ahead and buy this Hydra collection case right now, but for example, it has been selling for what, 50 euros up on the Steam community market, and over the past month, slowly but surely will reach like what, 39 euros. Sometimes these are getting sold even for cheaper. You can see 2 pieces were sold for 20 euros. Obviously someone quick sold them, there's no reason to sell them so cheap, but as you can see there's like only 560 listed up on the whole Steam community market. And yes, it's not a lot of buy requests, 54,000, but for such a rare case, that's definitely a very liquid one still. And also the craziest part is nowadays a lot of people were going for the Armory collection skins, but I think it's a very big mistake, and the smartest way to invest is going for discontinued skins that have been already discontinued for a while, just like these Hydra collection skins for example. Yes, some of them are quite expensive, but you can definitely find some nice good deals. There's many different type of skins that you can be going for in this collection. And also something very important to point out here is that for example the train collection is like 7 times less rare than the Hydra collection skins. So for example, there's like 1 million Hydra collection skins, all of them from blue to red, and the whole supply of it is like around like 1 million something. Meanwhile, the train collection has like over 7 million skins in all of the conditions combined. It is absolutely insane what has happened with the Armory investors, and nowadays it's not the smartest idea to go for the Armory skins because they're oversupplied, and that's not a secret. Only time will save them. And also we're revealing tomorrow the winners of the StatTrak Scar 20 Bloodsport giveaway. giveaway. I wish to all of you in the comments the best of luck, but that's not the only skin we're giving away. But also we're giving away this Mech 10 derailment to one of you lucky viewers. If you want to participate and win these two skins, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and we'll be revealing the winners tomorrow. I wish to all of you in the comments the best of luck. Most likely I'm gonna choose this video, so I wish to all of you the best of luck. Back in the day, I wanted to buy a lot of these Mech 7s Justice. Unfortunately, I did not do it, even though I'm very bullish on the Prisma and Prisma 2 collections. Yes, this is not the most desirable gun, but I think the artwork upon this gun is excellent and I absolutely love it. And the worst part, unfortunately, about these skins is that they're very volatile upon the markets, sometimes selling for like 50 euros, but also at the same time selling for 30, and yes, in the same condition. You can see upon the Steam community market, less than a year ago, this skin has been selling for like, what, 20 euros. Ever since, it has been rising slowly but surely, and it almost pumped to like 100 euros. It was selling for 85 upon a Steam community market, and ever since we went lower to 28, all of a sudden these skins have started to spike up again all the way up to 60, and as you can see, we're fallen down to 35, and the cheapest listed is for 55 right now. So prices are very not stable upon these skins, and if you want to buy them, I suggest you doing that upon third-party websites. But the craziest part about these discontinued skins is that the minimal wear conditions of these pink skins are actually slowly but surely rising. You can take a look at a lot of these skins in the pink skins from the Prisma collections. They've been rising in the minimal wear condition slowly but surely. Nobody is going for minimal wear because everybody thinks that Faction New is the way to go. Most of the time it's the case, but for skins that you can use up in trade-ups and you don't really care about the conditions up on those, I think these are hidden gems right now upon the markets. As you can see, they've been selling for like 5 euros less than a year ago, and slowly but surely we've been rising up on the markets, and we're stable at around like that 9 to 10 euro mark, currently rising, but it can definitely rebound slightly lower because it's always about supply and demand, right? If more skins come out of the market and less people want to buy them, prices will certainly decline a little bit. But as you can see, I think the long-term projected future of it is huge. Ever since the gold trade-off update, obviously the potential of it changed to a positive, and we're still able to pick these up for a decent price, or at least it's my opinion. The Glock 18 Off-World from one of my most favorite collections in the game, Spectrum and Spectrum 2, just because they have ruby knives inside. And this Glock in the Faction New condition is actually not cheap at all. It's currently selling for like around 18 euros, and even though it's nothing special and just a mil-spec skin, these are also very expensive just because a lot of people are currently accumulating them. As you can see up on the graph, just like 5 to 6 months ago, these skins were selling for €1.60 and then went all the way up to €3.50. People were thinking, yes, we profited a lot up on these, let's sell them for 6 euros. And all of a sudden, as you can see, we reached over 20 euros out of nowhere, and then rapidly declined because a lot of people started selling them, thinking it was the all-time high again. It's manipulated, but to be honest, I'm not even sure if this skin was manipulated. But as you can see, selling 500 pieces, 700 pieces, 800 pieces a day, this skin is definitely very liquid. And as you can see, all this time there's always the similar amount of buys here, so I can't really say that it's manipulated, and it's also not looking natural, to be honest. But as you can see, we've started to decline in price, but it's very volatile. Make your own research. But there's so many different other mil-spec skins that have a lot of potential, and generally I'm a big believer into mil-specs Faction New skins. But also be very careful upon these markets, because nowadays a lot of people are trying to manipulate some skins. As you can see, this M4A4 Magnesium, it's also a mil-spec skin, went all the way from like 5 euros, if we're honest, all the way up to also 20, started to decline right now. But to be honest, I think these skins were accumulated to keep them for a couple of years, so the pump, the real pump, could be happening maybe in the future. And just by looking at the skin, your jaw will drop. The Tech 9 Blue Titanium from the Arms Deal 2 collection. Yes, I'm very bullish in discontinued old collections because they hold a lot of rare skins that are not in mass out there and still are very rare in the Faction New condition. This skin only exists in the Faction New condition, which makes it very unique and also kinda rare, but not that rare, I would say. As you can see, it has been absolutely demolished upon the markets. It has exploded all the way from like, what, 5 euros, 4 euros again, all the way up to 60, selling right now for 65. Maybe it's not even over with the pump, but it's definitely looking a little bit artificial, because who in the right mind is gonna buy this skin for 65 euros and use it as a play skin if there's so many other different options on the markets? The UMP 45 briefing has a float cap of 0 to 1. This is definitely a great sign, just like the new Armory collections. So the Faction New conditions upon these are also very rare, very hard to acquire. And as you can see, we've been already selling for 3 euros ever since came all the way down to 2 euros, and currently the price is around 3, even cheaper on third-party websites, as you can see. But also, I think it's still a great pickup. You can definitely grab these skins, put them in your storage unit, forget about them for a couple of years, because these can be decent trade-up fuel skins down the line, and a lot of people could be using these. Yes, the conditions upon these are not important because the Gamma collection has Gamma Doppler knives and they will always be in the Faction New condition, but still guys, I think it's definitely worth going for the Faction New condition here. The M4A4 Spider Lily from the Operation Riptide collection at a certain point in time was pumped up on the markets, and currently it came all the way down and nobody is talking about these skins, but currently could be a great time to buy these if you have ever wanted these, because to be honest, it's looking very clean. It's from the Operation Riptide collection, a very rare one, and it's just a purple skin, so nothing special at all, but I will be aiming at the Factory New conditions here because they have the bigger potential. As you can see, also a very volatile skin, sometimes selling for 160 euros up on the Steam community market and sometimes less than 70. As you can see here, a lot of these were sold for 68, went all the way down to 130 in just a few days. It's definitely artificial in my opinion, but the current dump in price, as you can see, a lot of people have started to accumulate these skins. So right now could be a great opportunity, but if you want just a clean play skin and you're not really interested in keeping this long term, I would go for the minimal wear condition because it has crashed all the way from 50 euros all the way down to even cheaper right now, selling on third-party websites under 20 euros. It's definitely a great purchase in my opinion. And if you're interested in other CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and check my other videos out. Join our Discord community, the link will be down in the description.